I am Rayanne Pemberton. Many of you know me, and I had kind of a huge realization today. Um, I apologize for my cold. You can kind of hear that I'm actually currently fighting a cold. But been training for, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years in total, in some capacity in strength, and just recently hit a huge milestone for me. I actually hit a 400-pound deadlift on January 1st. And I am learning that that was a very pivotal moment for me in my lifting career. And for me, it was just one of those numbers that I dreamed about for a very long time. And after the holidays and eating all the food, I decided, you know what, let's just see where my deadlift is. Did my first powerlifting meet in 2013, and my first deadlift PR was pretty good. I want to say it was like 340. So I've had a decent deadlift for quite a while. But since then, between then and now, I had really only put about 20 more pounds on my deadlift. Bench progressed a little bit, squat progressed, but my deadlift, for some reason, just continued to stall. And I want to say the end of 2013, beginning of 2014, I competed in a strongman show, one of my very first, and set an Illinois state record at, I believe it was 360 pounds for a conventional deadlift for a heavyweight female. Very big deal, but granted, 20 more pounds. Since that day, I have fought with the deadlift bar and have only put on maybe 5 pounds on my deadlift. And these are all very specific things, but the main point being, despite all the hard work I felt like I was doing, the number would not change. And it became very defining for me. So fast forward to January of 2016, I prepared for several months for a powerlifting meet and cut a little bit of weight, got prepared, fueled up, all of that stuff, showed up, did pretty well on squat, did pretty well on bench. First deadlift was good, but it was really hard, and I think it was only maybe 340, 350, I don't know. Second attempt was to be 359, and I approached the bar and failed, not just once, but twice. Granted, I had done 359 every single week, 360, leading up to that meet, but I approached the bar uncertain and didn't get it. I cried a lot, and ugly cry, not just like a little bit of cry. And I questioned myself. Even before that, I think I hit 375 in the gym for a very ugly, ugly PR. So the question that I ask myself is, what is enough? When will it be enough? And I'm learning that the answer to that is that it was enough on day one when I picked up the bar. It was enough, when I had my first healthier meal. It was enough when I decided to take control of my life. We are enough in our current state of being. But holding on to that feeling, ironically, helps us to do more. So that was kind of my epiphany today. So on January 1st, I hit 400. And so I went in today. It was another max day. Just finished a cycle of training, and I had all the doubts. Am I even going to hit 400 again? Was that a fluke? Did I get lucky? Oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this. I didn't fuel up. I have been, eating really well and following my macros, but I didn't do a huge carb load yesterday. I just ate like normal. Went in this morning, hit 395, and I was giddy, in disbelief again that I could do that. And my next lift was 410. Pulled it pretty well. Oh my gosh, I just did that. Like, did I really do that? And it was just a very strange feeling. And I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that that was me, or maybe I looked at the math wrong on the plates on the bar. Last attempt was 420, loaded the bar, pulled, and it was slow and it was hard, but I got the bar above my knees and felt like it was not even like 5 inches from the floor, and the pull became really slow, and so I dropped the bar. And in that exact moment, I realized that many times we give up before we really know what we're made of. And working for 3 years to put 5 pounds, to go from 360 to 365, gave me a lot of time to think about, what does that even mean? Am I really a lifter? Am I really strong enough? What am I even doing? Why am I wasting my time? And yeah, who cares about 5 measly pounds? Nobody cares. Like, whoop-de-doo, I'm from 360 to 365. But the point being, 360 was enough. 365 was enough. And if we just forget about those numbers, despite the fact that that's all I've talked about, if we forget about those numbers and approach it with a feeling of, this is mine, I can do this, I can do this tomorrow, I can do this today, I could do it yesterday, and get over that mental hurdle. In my mind, I was a 360-pound deadlifter. I never could move past that. Even today, the 420 was mine. I had it, and I dropped it. So that self-belief component, we say it all the time, but it's huge. And who cares about the weight on the bar? Either way, who cares how great it is or how not great you think it is? You are enough in your current state of being. You're perfect because you're doing it, whatever it is. Even in losing weight, building muscle, whatever your goal might be, just to feel like you're not enough. There's no magic number. It's not going to happen. I used to be a runner, same thing. There's no magic pace. You always want a better pace. You always want a further distance. And when I lost weight, 100 pounds, there's never enough. And that's why I couldn't stop losing weight. But in my mind, I was still that 260-pound woman, unhappy, unhealthy, not advocating for herself. And I mean, what a long time it took me to realize that I'm enough. And so are you. So I just wanted to share that. Although it's something I celebrate, who cares about a PR? What really matters is what's going on in your mind, and the fact that you can let go of those benchmarks and do it for you, and to be more for you, to show your family, anyone who looks up to you, that no matter what, you are enough. So those are my deep thoughts for you. And what a great metaphor for life, because no matter what, we should never stop pulling. And the irony in that is that you will achieve way more if you forget about the fact that you think you're not enough. So that's it. Pretty simple. Have a good night.